The TT Artisan 100mm f2.8 bubble bokeh lens is a modern manual focus prime lens, designed to replicate the vintage character of the German Meyer Optik Görlitz version, but at a fraction of the cost. This is a full-frame lens with excellent build quality and the M42 mount, making it easy to adapt to most modern mirrorless cameras. The three-element triplet design leaves spherical aberrations intentionally uncorrected. When shot wide open, background highlights are transformed into bright discs. This produces the distinct soap bubble look. The effect best captured with a background of sunlight through tree leaves or city lights in nighttime street photos. The lens is designed to capture an artistic image, such as fine art, macro, floral, or 3D pop. So perhaps we can forgive the soft edges, chromatic aberration, and occasional flares when shooting at wider apertures. With my personal shooting style, I am always looking for great bokeh on close-ups and a 3D pop with longer compositions. Sample photos with my personal scoring system later in the video. This lens is also one of my favorite choices for capturing artistic video, or B-roll, and those clips included also. All comments welcome. Like and subscribe much appreciated. Konica Hexanon AR 57mm f1.4 is a legendary manual focus standard lens. Produced from 1965 to 1973 in 4 different versions, it is highly regarded by vintage lens enthusiasts for its exceptional sharpness, distinct bokeh, and robust all-metal build. By late 1973, Konica phased out the 57mm focal length completely, replacing it with the redesigned, more compact Hexanon AR 50mm f1.4. The lens specs hit the sweet spot for my style of shooting: slightly longer focal length of 57mm, close minimum focus distance of 45 cm, and wide aperture of f1.4. All work together to provide a more shallow depth of field for soft, blurry backgrounds. Widely available in good condition for about $60. When searching, also check the vintage camera listings, as I found mine with a working Konica FS1 for $50. Thanks for watching, and all comments welcome. New videos posted at least once a week.
Many of the Zeiss manufactured lenses get great reviews online due to their fine glass, and optically I would agree. However, judging from the number of YouTube videos, there may be some issues mechanically, specifically regarding sticky focus rings and other issues. I watched about 10 videos about fixing the problem, but none were specifically for my model lens. The focus ring turns with great difficulty but is still basically usable. This seems like a good time to learn more about zone focusing. I also had an issue just adding the exact adapter and needing to do a bit of minor surgery. The aperture control mechanism is a throwback to vintage photography as a focus assist, but just basically in the way now. Perhaps good advice on any vintage lens purchase would be to inspect if possible, or at least ask a lot of questions beforehand. I still had a good learning experience in the process, and you can see the photo results here. More details and specs in the video description, and all comments are welcome.
First released in 1965, the Canon FL 50mm f1.4 represents an evolution in fast standard primes. The lens features an all-metal barrel construction weighing 280 grams and utilizes a breech-lock mounting mechanism. Optically, the lens launched with a 6-element 4-group configuration that used thoriated glass in the rear assembly, which introduces a signature warm amber color cast over time. Canon revised the lens formula twice to improve performance and eliminate the radioactive elements. The final 1968 iteration transitioned to a 7-element, 6-group design that later launched the FD series. For adaptation to modern mirrorless systems, FD is generally considered better for raw optical performance due to advanced coatings. FL lenses provide a vintage character and heavier all-metal build quality. A possible negative is the quirky breech lock mechanism, which is a bit awkward compared to more typical mounting systems. Also, the short flange focal distance makes it difficult to adapt the FD or FL lenses to vintage SLR systems. Prices vary with condition and model, but these fast 50s can be found as low as $40. Thanks for watching, and all comments welcome. Like and subscribe for new videos each week. The Konica Hexanon 40mm f1.8 pancake lens, produced from 1978 to 1987. The design was wonderfully compact and rendered great imagery that easily rivaled the best glass of the day. However, it was a final high note for Konica's SLR camera line. Market dynamics forced this exceptional lens into an unworthy pairing. Konica bundled the 40mm f1.8 as the default kit lens for their new line of consumer SLR bodies, most notably the Konica FS1. While the FS1 was historically ambitious as the first 35mm SLR with a fully integrated motorized film transport, its execution was plagued by fragile plastic construction and notorious electronic glitches. Over time, many FS1 bodies broke down and were discarded, while the resilient 40mm f1.8 Hexanon survived. Decades later, adapted to modern digital mirrorless cameras, the lens finally got the appreciation and high-performance bodies it deserved all along. An excellent design for its day, but modern sensors may reveal some optical limitations. For this lens, it is a highly sought-after feature and not a flaw. Copies in excellent condition sell for over $100. If you are not seeking perfection, a good working copy costs closer to $70. Thanks for watching, and all comments welcome. Like, share, and subscribe for new videos each week.
I'm out this morning at Red Rock Canyon with the TT Artisan 40mm macro lens, but I thought it might be interesting to see how well it did on landscape compositions also. There's also rumors of a cloud today, but I've been fooled before, so off we go, see what happens. On a very good note, I paid only $12 for this Industar lens on eBay. It produced a rather soft image, but it is too difficult to complain considering the cost. There are many other designs in the Industar lineup, and most other models have a low price point also. I put a link in the video description for more technical information on this model and others. The manual focus lens served as a good learning experience if you are new to vintage photography. It uses the L39 screw mount and can be adapted to most modern cameras. I did capture a few surprisingly good images and improved them a bit with some editing. I struggled with other compositions even when using the focus peaking on my Canon M50. Included here are also macro shots, which I took with the addition of an extension tube. Here the sometimes soft images can be dismissed as artistic license. Thanks for watching, and all comments welcome.
The Minolta Rocker PF 55mm lens was one in a series of 3 different designs produced between 1958 and 1973. The f1.7 version was included as the budget kit option on the mid-tier Minolta bodies. You may also find the 55mm focal length as the slightly less desirable f1.8 or f1.9 models. As technology improved, the 55mm and 58mm versions were retired and replaced by the more compact 50mm designs. While the lens has multi-coatings, the MC actually stands for metered coupling. This mechanical connection assists the camera in selecting the correct exposure at the current aperture. So, somewhat irrelevant when adapting to modern mirrorless bodies. Build quality is excellent, with an all-metal barrel. Prices vary with condition, but typically